Hey guys, and welcome to Farm Simulator 2017 on Oakfield Farm. So, the marathon recording session continues. It's almost like deja vu from yesterday, right? Or the day before, when I finished off on this and now I'm putting it away. Well, in between that, we have recorded yesterday's video, so I just didn't stay on warm up and rolled on, which I probably should actually. It'd be more efficient, I think. But hey ho. So, we've got that away. We'll shut the door. No, don't want to get in. We want to shut the door. Door is shut. And with the magic teleportation of powers, we will teleport for all the vehicles until we find this one, which was on the headland passes, so we are going to continue said headland passes. Like so. And I think it was on... I think we only did 3. Hopefully. I don't want to be sat going around in circles all damn day. We'll open it up. I think 12 miles an hour is the fastest this thing can go. Just to get it over and done with. Then this will be on course play going into field 34, I believe. Field 33 is the one we just fertilized. Then we'll get this. Well, this field will get fertilized. We'll put the sprayer in that and let, again, course play do its ting. And I may start doing some hay bales. You may ask, why do you want to do hay bales? Well, we need that for the cows, so I may make some more up. Yeah, that mood into whatnot. Not sure what that streak going down there was. I bet that was the ridge marker. Which, let's face it, 9 meter cedar like this, you're probably running GPS. I doubt very much that you'd still be doing it manually. It's probably fail safe though. So if something was to go wrong, and you just blip that out and keep the tractor straight. Which with these twin tracks probably isn't too hard to keep them straight. For the most part you would have thought. I believe that's all the ridge marker's there for, is you just plant the centre line of the hood there on bonnet, and you're good to go. And I think that's why a lot of the tractors either have a thing that sticks out with real sort of shiny, sharp looking, or has a centre line going down the hood. Because you know where the centre line is. Could be just me, could be a well-known thing, but it's something that I've kind of looked at on a lot of the tractors in game and IRL that I've seen. They all have that. They all have that very central embossed thing. Basically like sights on a pistol or something like that. Actually, we don't need to fertilise this field, do we? Because it's got fertiliser on it. Yeah. Forgot about that. And this thing does put down fertilizer. So it may sound a bit congested. I just sneezed. And I feel all plugged up now. Wonderful. Come on, climb the hill, old Betsy. Even though you're not that old. I wish the GPS had adaptive curve. Oh, it would be beautiful. So it'd go around the outside of the field. We can hope. In 19 we may have something like that. I doubt it. But never say never. For the longest time, myself included, said that we were never going to get John Deere. Look what's happened. I hate to think the cost of that damn license. If there was ever a license that was probably 6 figures, hello, looking at you, John Deere. It's amazing some of the negativity around John Deere coming to the game. I just don't get it. More than likely the same people that were crying about, oh, we want John Deere, oh, John Deere's in here, I don't want them. Why does everybody keep on talking about John Deere? It's kind of comical. What on earth is going on there? I'm seeing like white flashes going along on the tracks. Right there was one. Maybe it's a join. The further away you get, the more you see that. You guys, maybe it's here. See if I can put up courseplay. Yeah, just there. Just the tip of the cursor. See that white line? Weird. I really messed up on that row. And not only do I now need to probably blow my nose, and I've got no tissues in here to blow my nose, my throat has now decided to... What are those white lines? Is it dirt that doesn't have textures? I wonder. This is me being curious, real damn curious now. Let's get the binoculars out. I think it's the gaps. Whoa, that's too close. In the tracks. You can see night and day there. Yeah, just in there. Interesting. Oh, that's gonna bother me now seeing that son of a gun. Gotta admit those. Having proper 3D tracks in game. It's the small little things like that. Okay, we're off now. Jeez. I'm still seeing them. I'll see them, I'm telling you. It's gonna bug the crap out of me. Now, how hot is this coffee? Probably way too hot. Just made a coffee. My throat was at the end of that last video I recorded there. I could feel it was getting a little coarse. Now after this, I will probably set up some of the videos to be rendered for... Well, I'll do tomorrow. Well, it's today's Thursday for me, so I'll do last week's Friday's video thumbnail. And while doing that, I'll probably get a couple of this week's current week that you guys are watching this on's videos rendered. I'm gonna try my damnedest. 2 weeks worth of videos. A week worth of... No, a week to do them in. It's doable. It's just I'm gonna have to work pretty crazy to get it done. Especially the rendering and upload. That takes the longest. Along with recording. Rendering takes about 40 minutes. Recording, depending on how long the video is. Upload, depends on what the internet's like. If the internet completely craps itself, then there's no way I'll be able to get those videos up in time. Unless I just run it overnight and roll down to the wire. When the internet craps itself, the upload speed goes from 17 up down to 1 to 2, 3 up. It's weird. It's really strange. But, touch wood, hopefully it's going to be fine and treats me good so I can get it all done. I hope. I really do. So the last headland here, I think, should be anyway. Even if it isn't, it is. No, I'm going to treat that as the last one. Like I say, well, this needs to go down to field 34. The sprayer doesn't need to spray anymore, so that can go back. Well, there it is there. And you guys would have saw from this week what happened there. I think other than that, we're ready to rock and roll. The animals should be okay. And the something weird was going on with the cows for sure. And when we're messing around with that little tractor. Not too sure what was going on there. And once we've finished this little bit and we're down to the bottom there, we'll check them, see if they need more feed and really see what's going on there. So I'm not too sure. And like I say, the plan today is grass work, predominantly. And we're 10 minutes in now and we've done enough field work for me anyway. Don't know about you guys, but that's enough for me. As far as this type of field work goes. So I know that will stop us. But, yeah, see, they're still low. But, no, the productivity's up at 90%. Maybe they do need more to be 100% full, but I don't like running them out of full. So we'll just leave them be for now then. And we'll see what crops up in this area. I think we've got 2 fields full of millet. So I'm not sure what we'll... I think that field's millet. That's going to be very pretty. I believe that's millet's the red crop. I think it's millet in there. Hang on. Let's jump the hedge. Yep. So we're going to have a butt on a millet. We really are. But that field may end up just getting one of the auger wagons that you probably see in the UK up here. When we're doing that, and both trucks at the side of the field, fill them up, convoy them down to Sal Point, sell it. So we're gonna get a lot of material out of that field. Material, but crop. It's gonna be a high yielding field. I need to look after that one. Make sure we fertilise it when it needs fertilising. Alrighty, this bad boy. So let's have a look what we have where. So, second page, millet. Millet, and... yeah... I don't want to do a third field of millet, so let's just... soybeans? Nah, I won't do soybeans. We'll do rye. No, we could do oats. We'll put oats in here. I think that's oats. Come on. Is it? I believe it is. Yep. Alright, field 34. Do we have a one set up for you? Probably not. Seed in 34. Yes, we do. Happy days. Try first waypoint. Ridge mark is automatic. Actually, where's the... there it is. Get this out of the field. That's going off. As I said, we'll probably convoy the sprayer back with us, because we're not needed up here anymore with this big old beast. Tab through. Get in this. It's almost out of spray anyway. So, as far as fertilization goes, 32 is good to go. It's not the top end, but we can come back up when it's needed. It's actually on the lightest one. We can go, actually. Let's quickly rip over to that field, see if it will take any. If it will, then we'll go empty. Oh, where's the exit to this field anyway? Oh, we'll just pretend the hedge doesn't exist for a second. Actually, to be fair, it barely exists there anyway. Oh yeah, barely exists. I'll totally drive through that. Now, the downside of the sprayer, I don't know if it's just the game in general, takes forever to unfold. It's like it struggles and struggles and struggles, and the pressure builds up, and oh, done, it's done. Would you looky there? So one blip, and can't see the color changing. But if we go to the map and zoom in and look up there. Nah, that doesn't appear to be taking it. I think it's when the colour changes, to be honest, then you can put the next load on. No, we're out of the field completely. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, cool. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just take this back down to the main yard, fill the tank up, Then it'll be ready to rock and roll when it's needed up here. And once we're there, we will get whatchamacallit? Think. Mowing! Yes, there we go. Mowing! Would you looky there? That's what it's called. I swear I'm losing it. Straight up. So much going on. God. Alright, Control F, leader, jump into this, beacon on, and away we go. This does up to 39, I think the sprayer behind. Now the question is, with the sprayer, is it going to get caught up on stuff because of the four-wheel steer and completely freak out? That's my concern with it. As long as when we go around some of the corners we should be able to see it in our rear view. Hopefully, anyway. Still following? Yes. Alright, wait for that car. I hope the traffic gets sorted in 19. You know damn well there's going to be like one thing that everybody tests to begin with. They'll just run into a car. I'm calling it now, myself included. As soon as I get the game, whether it's being me recording it or not recording it when I'm a first get access or a first allowed, whatever happens, gonna run into a car. Oh, we made it so far without catching up to traffic. How's the spray? Oh, the spray's ripping. Let's see what speed it's doing. 39. That thing does go along the road at such a good speed. If you've got a lot of stuff to spray or you're a contractor, if everything else matches up on that thing, just the road travel alone, it's probably absolutely amazing. Or as far as everything goes, I'm just going to leave this stuff here for the time being and deal with it another day or in stream. There we go. Actually, because we don't use this side bunk, I can go there. Perfecto. Okay. Need a tractor with a 3-point hitch that's not too stupidly big. Options. Very bleak, actually. The Unimog. Yes! Unimog. Ah. It's a nice day again. Let's put you to work. That Unimog can't mow grass. Yes, it can, you watch. Honestly though, other than that tractor there, which doesn't have a PTO, I don't have another tractor that's capable of doing this really, other than the 1050, which 500 horsepower tractor mowing. I think that's a wee bit extreme there. Someone said the other day, like, you barely use your 75-30. Got me thinking, maybe I should put that on this map. Because whoever said that, they're right. It's one of my favourite tractors, IRL, and it just, I don't use it in game. And yeah, granted, there's only one good one as far as I'm concerned. There's one that came out fairly recently that everyone and their son on, well, everyone and their dog, shall I say, on the Facebook community pages were seem to really like, but the back end of it's from FS09, FS11, I think, and the front of it's modern. It's just why? Why do people make those compromises in this game? It's beyond me. Maybe they're just the people that are stuck in the old ways of farm sim, and they don't care what their machinery looks like. But to me, if a model doesn't look as good as what Giants can produce, I got no interest in it. I really don't. And that's solely down to me, sort of modding. I would have thought the aim is to beat what Giants can do, considering they're the people that make the game. Whether you think it's difficult or not, I would have thought that would be the aim. But who knows? Who knows? That's a whole different ball game. So I feel this is probably going to be it. Us mowing this field for the next however long in the video, to be quite honest with you. It's not a fast process. Got the machine to do it. I mean, this can cope with it, no issues at all. Granted, can it cope with it IRL with these size mowers? This model? No, there's no way. But the Unimog 1600 or the U1600, yeah, that would probably be able to cope with this all day long. This one in particular, no. This one's had a engine replacement and tweak. 300 horsepower this Unimog puts out. Completely unrealistic. Probably one of the few vehicles that I've ever done that to. Well, it is the only vehicle I've ever done that to tweak it up the horsepower. But to me, nothing Unimog U1600, 1200, whatever it is, has come close to BM Modern's one. BM Modern's one is, you guys know, I've talked about it fairly recently, is my favourite Unimog out there. And it's not in the game. I don't think it ever will be in FS 17. I think they kind of toyed with everyone saying that it was coming, and they produced very little to show for it. And right now, obviously they're the creators of the straw add-on. Who knows where that led them. I don't think the release was particularly good on that. Yeah, I was a media partner with it. I should have gone for it. Not Ashtagon, Aerosoft, my bad. Be interesting to see if that comes back in FS19, because it was unique. I'll give them that. It was cool. It was fun. I think most people that played it had a good amount of fun playing it, or playing with it. I do, to this day. And leftover bales out of this field will go to straw, or to go for the pellets. Something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit now. Alright, next swath. Yeah, I'll probably do 2 headlands. What I could be doing is getting the old Massey down here with the Tedder. Put it on a long follow me in Ted. But I think it would end up losing the track after a while, unfortunately. I don't know. Probably blip on GPS at some point too. The lazy man way of mowing. It's probably what I'll do in the live stream tonight. Mowing. Oh jeez, missed a whole chunk there. Never mind, we'll get it. So depending on how long the video has been, the time we get around to the next either going up and down or headland. It's probably where I'll leave it be, to be honest, on this one, guys. I've still got a house over to eat, and I want to be fairly productive with everything. And that is this week done already, which is awesome. A week ahead. And it's, well, Thursday. So, starting Friday, as long as I don't get dragged into everything, I hope I don't. I'll be 3 videos again. Maybe if I can persuade just to be okay with it. She probably will be. Do some more in the evening and maybe able to get a whole week's worth of videos done in a day, and then just sit down and render them overnight, upload them and rinse and repeat. But you and I, most of you who's been around here for a while, will know that probably won't happen. And from rear mowers. Switch off, switch off. Okay, let's get some of our speed. Such a weird shaped field. Kind of like a hourglass the way it's shaped. Gets tied in the middle there. It's always been a butt to do anything as far as GPS goes. Oh, I know you would never use GPS while mowing, but heck. You want to be efficient. And maybe you would on huge stray fields. If you can get away with it, maybe you honestly would. Clearly this doesn't have GPS, but hey ho. Way the cookie crumbles. Don't even know if the button doesn't work. I've never understood why some of the some of the mods, some of the tools in game will lift all with that command and some won't. Like this, I'm hitting the key and it does nothing. Yeah, I can switch stuff off with it. Don't get it. Put the diff locks on and all that if I wanted to with the Stream Deck. And the beacon! Oh, and the lights. I've got lots of keys for that. Just don't tend to use it too much nowadays. The keys that are set up on the Stream Deck. Not the Stream Deck. Stream Deck gets used every single day. I think it's an absolute beautiful piece of kit. Love it. It was expensive. It really was. For what it is, I think that was like £130. I think it's honestly a bit too expensive for what it is, but it works a treat, it really does. Reason I stopped there, thumbnail, and we'll wrap it up there. Can the door open on this? I think you can. Is that GPS making that break? What is that? Oh, was it on hired worker? Really? Jeez. There's a weird ticking noise I'm hearing too. Interesting. And picture done. So I'll go in there so quick, shut this down. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We will be back on... Oh, there really is broken. Look at the smoke. We'll be back on Monday for when we leave. Like I say, we leave the 2nd. We're back on the 15th. Check out my Landy Kid Live channel if you haven't already. But this week was the last week of content going up there because obviously I can't stream on the boy. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you later. See ya.